and eating habits and past relationships. So why do we stretch the truth, and how can you spot a liar? Body language expert Judy James is here, along with former politician Lembit Öpik. Judy, would I lie to you?
That's the worst you've done since I've seen you. See, that's an
Would I lie to you, Judy?
And don't do the thumb of power to me. I'll do the knuckle point.
Are these all giveaways?
Well, there's no such thing as a giveaway. They're not tells. They're hints, though. And I think people often say with body language, you can tell when somebody's lying. You can't. But I have to say, if you were using that hugely splayed, a subtle palm display is quite good, but you would not buy a used car from somebody that did that to you. And the thumb of power, I mean, that's a political one that they use.
That's the thing. I mean, I've got to be careful with what I do.
No,
with my hands
I like
right
that.
now.
Was good. That was good. That was.
What do you think, Lembit? Because I mean, you must have learned some of these signs and what not to do when you're in Parliament.
I've never told a lie in my life. Actually. What you see is, Dirty probably agrees, you see people trying too hard. You can't really lie to people because they might be pretending to tell the truth.
Yeah.
But you kind of have little clues, and she's the expert on this. But you're looking at someone, you think, I know you're lying. And that happens so much in Parliament. And it's a bit more complicated than that, because politicians aren't really worse than the rest of society. But they say things as a promise, and it's really just a hope. And then 2 years later, when they haven't done it, they say, well, I didn't really quite mean that. And they say, you're a liar. And then we get into everything else that goes with that.
Now you're not so involved in that. What were the whoppers that you told? Come on, tell all.
Me?
Yes.
The worst thing I ever did...
Everyone does it. Come on, we just revealed that.
You're beginning to try and get me into a lot of trouble with my former partners, my former colleagues. Sorry, that's not where I'm going with that. The worst lie I ever told actually wasn't in Parliament. It was paintball competition, and there were 100 people involved, and my team and the other team were down to the two last people, and he got me first, but his ball didn't explode. I got him back, and for 3 years I lived with the guilt. And I went to his office and said, I know that you were right.
You finally got it off your chest.
I know, but I mean, it's a small thing. In Parliament, it's slightly different. Most of the time, they're not like massive big porcupines that lead to war, unless you're the Prime Minister, but maybe that's too political.
Yes, just a touch.
In reality, it's people coming in and say, do you think you can help me? And you sort of say, well, I'll see what I can do.
You don't want to say no, which will be the truth.
Because you're really being paid to try and make people good. So, and then they escalate and you end up in a big mess. And that's sometimes why cabinet ministers get into trouble.
Let's have a quick listen to what people have told us about lying.
I probably told someone that the shoes made their feet look really small, and they didn't.
My lecturer saying I haven't got an email when I really have done, and I just haven't bothered to do the assignment.
My wife is watching, but she asked me last time that ever you had girlfriends before, and I lied to her no. But actually, I had lots of girlfriends.
Of course he has. Here's the thing, Judy. Would life be easier or harder if we didn't lie?
It would be impossible. We have to do what's called social masking. Because if we didn't, we'd be displaying aggression, hatred. We'd be very animalistic with our body language. And we do need to flatter people. I mean, if you meet somebody that says, I always speak the truth, I always speak my mind, I'd probably rather not speak to them, quite honestly. So we do it for the right reasons. I mean, nearly every smile that we use is a lie. It's done for social acceptance, but there's nothing wrong with that. So we do need to lie. It's just those big ones.
Becoming incredibly self-conscious about anything I do.
Your body language is immaculate.
Is it?
Annoyingly immaculate, even down to the feet, which I can see and the viewers can't.
I really like the way that you're not wearing a tie.
Yeah, oh, do you?
Very,
really?
very nice. Oh, sorry.
Your tie's lovely as well, Linda. Thanks very much.